Welcome back, everybody. So in this video I'm going to show you a few different things here, all to do with lasers. We have a mini laser sight that I'm going to try out on my 9mm here just for the heck of it. I've never shot it with a laser, but we're going to go ahead and mount that to it and see how it does. And then that brings us to this laser bore sighter, which I'm going to use to bore sight the laser in on the pistol. So this works for any size caliber rifle or pistol. So we're going to try that, and then we're going to test out these laser sights that I'm going to mount right to my 17 HMR, and we're going to use the bore sighter for that as well. So lots of stuff going on here. Hopefully I can explain everything to you guys and fill you in here. The first thing we're going to check out is the laser bore sighter. It's called the Mid-10 Bore Sighter Laser Kit, and you can get this for $89.99 on Amazon, which is where I got it from. It attaches to the muzzle of multiple different caliber rifles or pistols. Very simple box that comes in here. If I can get it out. So there's the actual bore sighter itself, and then you have the battery that comes in here, which is right there. It's a 3.6 volt battery, and it is all magnetic, so you're not actually putting anything into the barrel of your gun, so you don't have to worry about hurting any of your rifling at all. It sticks to the end of your gun, and the laser comes out right here. So let's go ahead and unscrew that. We're going to stick the battery in just like this. And it's very simple. It's got an on-off switch right here. And there's your laser. Obviously you're not going to want to point that at your face in any way, so you don't get that in your eyes, but you just center this. I literally just said that and almost pointed at my face, but you center this as best you can on the end of your rifle, and this isn't going to get you exactly on the money, but it's going to get you in the ballpark to where when you're sighting in your rifle, your first few shots should be on paper at 50 yards, whereas before, if you didn't bore sight it, if you didn't bore sight it, you might not be anywhere near on paper, and you might end up spending a lot more money and time shooting the rifle to get it on paper to where you can sight it in. Let's go ahead and attach this to the pistol here, and I'll make sure one more time it's unloaded. It's unloaded. So it's just gonna, holy crap, that's got a serious magnet. I mean, that thing is no joke magnet. It's pretty incredible, really. So what you want to do is get it lined up as best as you possibly can. Right in there looks about as close as it's going to get. So you're just going to hit this button right there, and now you're going to be able to bore sight that pretty easily now. When I look over the top, it looks like it's pretty darn close to being right on the money. So what I'm going to do is we're going to mount my little laser sight on the Picatinny rail on the bottom, and we're going to match those two lasers up. And at that point, we should be dang near right on the money without taking hardly any shots at all with this. So this is the little laser sight that I got off Amazon. You can get this for $15.39 right now on Amazon. It comes with 6 batteries and your Allen wrench. You can mount this to a Picatinny rail or a Weaver rail. So let's go ahead and open this thing up. It's made out of aircraft grade aluminum, and it's rated for a lot of shock. It's super small, very, very light. It comes with 3 different Allen wrenches there. Let's go ahead and get a battery in it and stick it on that pistol. Right there is where the battery goes. Now it looks like it's going to take 3 batteries. Yep, the laser's on. Takes 3 of those little batteries, and super simple operation. All you got to do is press this back button and it's on. So we're going to go ahead and mount this on the pistol here. Okay, so at this point you can see we've got this laser mounted on the bottom, and we have the bore sighter mounted right in the front. So we're going to go ahead and turn on the bore sighter, which you can see the red dot over there. Now we're going to turn on the laser sight itself, and holy crap, what are the odds of that? I literally just set this thing up and that laser's dang near right on top of the other one already before I even had to move it at all. You can see right there it's just a little bit low, but when you go out to like 8 yards, they're pretty much right on the money. Well, I swear I hadn't had this set up at all. That was the first time I matched them up, and they're pretty much obviously right on the money right there at about 8 steps, which is probably about 10 feet is where I'd want this thing sighted in with that laser. So I honestly don't even have to really adjust it at this point, but I'll show you guys what you do. You take that smallest Allen wrench and you have your windage and elevation, your right and left and up and down. This is your right and left change, and then your up and down is on the bottom right here. So this is your up and down change, and your right and left change or adjustments are on the side. So I still can't believe that we just stuck this together and it's right on the money like that. That's crazy. Pretty darn cool. I'm excited to shoot it and see how it does. And then what's cool is you still have the Picatinny rail right on the bottom of that laser. So say I wanted to take my Olight and stick that on there, I have it right here. I could take this Olight, and just like that, we've got both the laser and we got my flashlight right here. With that, having that rail system on the bottom of the laser, it creates a situation where you can have your flashlight attached as well. So, got everything you could need right there on that 9mm Walther CCP pistol. That Olight's really cool too, because if it's not dark, obviously, you can just pop it right off, and just like that, you don't have it on there anymore. Super simple. Okay, so I showed you guys how I use that bore sighter to sight in this laser. Well, actually, there's a deer standing right there on the edge of the field. I got super lucky and it was like right on the money already. So unfortunately, I've only got these really expensive self-defense rounds from Hornady in 9mm right now, and I don't want to shoot a bunch of them, but I do want to show you how the laser works. So we're just going to shoot this target once. I'm going to show you how it works. I don't want to shoot it more than once though, because these things are expensive and hard to come by right now. I'm going to freak this deer out a little bit, but we'll show you how the laser works. Okay, right here I'm standing about 10 yards from the target. Flip the laser on and I can see it. I don't know if you can see it on the target there, but it is on the target. We're gonna go ahead and shoot it. And we got a hit. So, it works. You can see right there is where the round impacted. We'll walk into the barn here and I'll show you how good it shows up in a darker area here. Now we're gonna whip out the laser sight, and I'm obviously not gonna have it on my 300 Win Mag. I'm just using this as an example to show you guys how it works and how to mount it and everything like that. I'm actually gonna eventually get like a little Ruger 222, and I'd probably end up putting a laser like this on it because it would be handy for around the house in the fall with like raccoons or skunks or something like that. But you can get this that mounts with a Weaver rail or a Picatinny rail system. So this one right here is for the Picatinny rail, and I'll show you what we have in here. We've got a little sticky pad for your pressure switch, manual, user's manual. So with this you actually get a green laser, and believe it or not, this laser will be visible out to 300 feet in the light, and in the dark out to 1,000 feet, which is really impressive. 1,000 feet laser. You do not want to point this thing in your eyeball. That's a fact. Okay, so you have the laser mechanism itself. You have the mount that mounts right to your Picatinny rail, which would be like right here on the edge of this. And then you have a pressure switch that we could mount right here to it and put it right down here by where the trigger is. It also just has a push button switch as well, so you don't need the pressure switch. That's just an add-on if that's what you'd like. Comes with 123A 3-volt battery, which I assume goes right in the back. Sure does. Goes right in there. And then it looks like right here that you could actually mount this to a scope. I'm not sure what millimeter scope it would fit, but that's what it looks like to me, like you would mount it to the scope on top or something, or to the side. I'm not really sure. I'm not going to use that portion. So, oh, it should have came with an Allen wrench in there somewhere. Yep, right there it is. So it comes with your Allen wrench, so you can loosen these bolts up. We're going to go ahead and put this right on here. Are you wondering what's going on up here? Okay, so I just mounted the laser on the Picatinny rail on my rifle here, and I just realized something really cool that I didn't realize before. But you can actually loosen this center screw right here, and you can take the laser on and off without undoing the two mounting screws that actually mount to the Picatinny rail. So that was kind of a cool design, that you can take this out of there without actually having to take the mount itself off. So that was kind of a unique deal there that I wasn't expecting. So right now the pressure switch is on here, but you can easily just unscrew that and put that in there and use, or this is just the on-off switch, and you can easily unscrew that and put the pressure switch on and just mount it with that sticky pad, you know, wherever right here. But this works just as good, and you can see that the laser comes on, and you have your elevation change in your right left. You can hear good clicks. So This will be super easy to sight in with this laser because I know I'm zeroed at 100 yards, so I can just set my gun up on the bullseye and make sure I move the lasers right to the crosshairs, and I know the laser's right on the money. Super easy. We'll have to check that out in the dark and see how it does.